I am Chillitown. Many times I'm asked why. Why'd you build a motocross track? I say, what kid does not want to build a dirt bike track with real equipment? They say luck is when preparation meets opportunity. I felt that those ingredients were in place to make a go of it. I had the right connections, some cash to throw at it, and the excitement that any venture of this magnitude needs to fuel it. The first task at hand was to convince the fair board that this task was doable. Others had tried before with no success. I really had one chance to present this to them, and we made it work. The whole process, however, was a tedious and lengthy one. After approval, Scooter and I got the mower out and mowed some track lanes. The first laps on Chillitown were taken in a tractor and shortly followed by the mad skills of Nathan, Bubba, and I. I don't think Scooter tried a dirt bike that day. Bubba and I talked and listened to others on obstacle layout. It got to a point where others' opinions contradicted each other. We listened to a point but basically just started plowing dirt. Bubba tends to build jumps without my approval. Sometimes they stay, sometimes they go. This was a very exciting time. The constant smell of fresh dirt rolling off the dozer blade was awesome. But I'll have to admit, after a few years of dozing and multiple track layout changes, the smell, that's not that great anymore. Bulldozing was a small portion of the startup construction. The real work crew was quickly assembled to help with all the building tasks at hand. This included the fencing, the starting gates, the finish line stand, underground electric work, and water lines. A lot of adult beverages were consumed during this time period, to say the least. I'm not going to lie to you folks, the original motivation was to make fat stacks of cash from the Chillitown venture. I'd travel to other motocross tracks around the country with the wife and the boys. Most of them were long drives, and on the way back, I'd run the financial numbers in my head. It seemed easy. X amount of people through the gate at $10 a person. X amount of riders signed up at $20 a person. You go out and slay some sponsorship monies and voila. We're rich. The cash cow's rolling, right? Negative, Ghost Rider. We went into our first events at full throttle, throwing the swag in full force. We amped up prizes and giveaways like no other. But I quickly learned my overly aggressive financial expectations were far off. My very first race was a financial disaster, let alone the whole first year or so. It was a struggle. The first 3 years were all about trials and tribulations. 2014 was our best year yet. But let me tell you, finances aside, the pride and joy of Chillitown is the people. It's you guys. It's each and every one of you guys. You schedule your vacations around races. You get out of bed crazy early to come to the track. You endure extreme weather conditions. You get yelled at. The days are excruciatingly long and tiresome. We have equipment breakdowns and other adversities that we just seem to work through. Just look at these pictures scrolling through on the slide. You're all troopers. It's amazing how we come together as a group and we click off a very efficient and smooth race day. Very few out here actually get paid at Chillitown for anything out on the track. I'm motivated by the pride these days, pride in what we've built from scratch. I'm pride in the pride you all display. We work hard. We play hard. We had made memories that will last for a lifetime. Personally, I've lost a few friendships over the racetrack, but I've strengthened and built many new solid relationships that will last a lifetime. Although race day is usually all business, we do manage to find time to goof off. I went through a ton of pictures to compile for this slide, and I found that we're actually pretty great at goofing off, especially the front gate crew. My oh my. You've got the back cave crew guys in the back, and they're back there for a reason. They get a little ornery sometimes, but we all have a good time. I believe I could write a book on all the stories that we've made from goofing off. From the sign-up tent to the announcer stand, we've even made a couple trips possibly back by the river. We have a lot of fun at Chillitown, and that's one of the driving factors that we should all keep moving forward with. In closing, how do I thank you enough? Don't know if I can. If we measure success by money, we may be struggling. But if we measure success by accomplishment through hard work, willingness to learn, and pounding out the biggest and baddest motocross races in Ohio, then, my friends, we have success. Be proud of yourself for being part of Chillitown. We all deserve a pat on the back for our accomplishments. Moving forward into 2015, you'll notice the shirt says, I am Chillitown MX. And that's who each and every one of you are, Chillitown MX. Thank you.